We're going on. Welcome, everyone, to the Class Cast Episode 3. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Louie?
Hey, vote Trump.
Okay. That's nice coming from the UK. All right, anyway, we're up to
Have an opinion on
Episode 3, Knights Visiting. Stupid title. And trees and branches and trying to be something out of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but failing miserably. Wasn't really my cup of tea, this one. The fact that they say that someone has to grab somebody in order to be part of that thing, but then they're grabbing people for no reason, like just in stores and stuff like that.
That was dumb.
And there's then branches everywhere. It's sort of like when Moffat says, like, you can't, like, with the weeping angels, if you blink, then they come at you, but then if you stare at them, they still come at you, like Statue of Liberty. I mean, they're breaking their own rules in the same episode where they said they can't just touch you, they can't grab you, they got to get your soul, so they got to trick you, I guess, by posing as dead relatives or something, which I thought was really kind of scummy to do. I mean, it doesn't really explain. They try to say that, oh, there's cracks all over the universe leading to Coal Hill, which I thought it was just a crack with the Shadow, King, and now it's cracks everywhere. I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense.
It's a rip.
Yeah, I mean, it's just stupid that there's this big tree and all right, everybody's alive, I guess. That's just weird. I mean,
I didn't like you saw the shot of her mom in the bed, like all wrapped up. But
I thought the mom's dead, the brother's dead. I thought the guy in the supermarket's dead. Everybody's dead, and then the only thing that I really liked was when Tanya grabbed him, but Ram was grabbing her, and she was so pissed that she overloaded or screwed the thing up. But I like Miss Quill. Miss Quill is the hero of this, using the bus and breaking the branch there. Again, it's not like a Love and Monsters bad. Failing grade bad for me. I mean, I would give it like a 7. Okay? This is something, like, we had something so good with episode 2. And now something like this can make you lose interest. I mean, stuff like that being played here in BBC America with the American audiences, watching like a tree absorbing people or something, like with branches, and that's stupid. We wouldn't really like that here, and it's like, that's not something you would play to try to get people to carry cast on a network. I mean, that was kind of a weakest episode we've had so far, I think. But let me see what Connor thinks.
If you don't like plants, then I don't think you're going to like the next episodes, because they're...
I'm not saying I don't like plants. I'm saying that I don't like...
The next few episodes are about killer petals.
Well, let's just talk to Connor. Maybe he can...
Maybe.
The episode itself was the weakest of the first 3, I think. The music was great. I loved the music in it. My issue is, like, the villains are all right. I like the fact that it's that sort of thing. But the name of them is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Is it the Lankin? Like, come on.
It sounds like the Lycans from Underworld, which is the werewolves. But it's not Lycan, it's Link. What is it? It's something like that.
Like,
it's just stupid.
Lankin sounds ridiculous. It doesn't sound like an alien. It's not very Doctor.
We are the Lankin. It's like, no.
I think the Lankin would have been better for the dragons in episode 2, because, like, this villain, this monster, it doesn't really seem like the monster that would go around telling people its name. I don't know, that just felt a bit meh. But sorry, Connor, go on.
Like, just the name, it's like Patrick Ness opened a dictionary and looked at the word Lankin and said, we'll call the alien that, because it really is very un-Doctor Who-ish. It's very random. It's not a great name. Like, Doctor Who villains have great names. Lanky isn't one of them.
Right.
It just,
This was like a B movie. Like not even a B movie, like a C movie villain with a name that probably cost like $1,000 for the whole budget. You know, and that name is just like probably $1. You know, it was like.
I think overall the episode is good. It's the weakest of the three. It wouldn't be what it was if it wasn't for some of the lines that Miss Quill got, because when she said she would kick her sister's ass,
Right.
You know, she the last line that she said about having weapons, the thing about that she might vomit, the thing in the bus when she drove the bus through the Lankin, you know, she had all these great lines. There was another line I'm trying to think of as well that she said near the beginning. Oh yeah, this is starting to sound an awful lot like sentimental, sort of. You know, she was sort of the entire chemistry between her and her sister was great. That was like the best part of the episode. The characters like Ram and April and they are clearly now in a relationship. I wish it was him and Tanya, but it's him and April. But that's probably better because it's more age appropriate, because you've got to remember that Tanya's 14.
Yeah.
Illegal.
So dumb that we have last episode and the episode before that constant bitching from him. Oh, my girlfriend's dead. Or, oh, my girlfriend's dead. Moan, moan, moan. Then, like, a couple of days later, he's just like, the girlfriend comes back from the dead. We don't even spend any time with her. We just completely move on. We have a little jump scare, then we move on to April. Characters that have not got on from the little time they've actually spent together, they haven't got on. So then he kisses her, and now he wants to have sex with her. Like, for me, that was just so forced.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Let's get back to the girlfriend part. And she's like, get out. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't they trying to suck in their soul? So even though that's kind of not his girlfriend and trying to make herself appear his girlfriend, why is she trying to help him? Yeah, go ahead, run away. Like,
yes.
What are you talking about?
What was the point of bringing back his girlfriend? It was pointless.
It's almost as if the actress is like, listen, Patrick Ness, can I have a job, please, still? Can I have another episode? He's like, all right, we'll just give you this little part.
Yeah.
But she wasn't
It makes
even
like no sense.
Jump scare. She had a little jump scare on the computer screen, and that was it.
No, but she's supposed to be. She's not his girlfriend. She's the alien trying to kill him and absorb him. So why does she give a shit that he's going to be hurt? Like it's her memory betrayal that I can't hurt my boyfriend. That's not your boyfriend. You're an alien.
Trying to manipulate him into feeling sorry and then sit down and talk to her.
No, but she's just like, go, run away, like just leave. I'm like, why are you talking about? What is that about? That's like a plot hole city.
No, I didn't hear that.
Is it like the tree doesn't communicate with each other? I mean, I don't know, like.
Well, it's the same
something
thing.
Wrong? Yeah, but like it's like they're not communicating, obviously. Because like, why is that part of the tree trying or whatever the? How do you say the name? Lankin.
Wankin and then Lankin.
Lankin.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Whatever. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just boring and stupid and.
Problem.
It's like,
sorry, go on.
I changed my rating. I'm sorry, 6.5. It's just.
I'm giving it
crap.
I'm giving it a flat 5. For me, it was just borderline average. Like. The premise of the
I'm sure if I watched it again, it would go even lower.
Well, no, it's good. It was supposed to be, this is going to be Tanya's episode. And I've seen it twice now. And it was like, it's supposed to be Tanya's episode. I was like, oh, great. She's my favourite character. I can't wait to like settle down and watch this. She was hardly
But honestly, Louie, if that's your father, and the guy's, first of all, you don't see the tree that he's connected to right away.
That's dumb.
Even though he's positioned, like nobody sees that. And then he's like, his eyes are like, like you're talking to this thing for a half hour. The thing is 47 minutes. You're talking to this fucking thing for like a half hour, 35 minutes, and he's like, well, what would you find? Like, then you know it's not your father.
Well, no, the thing is, he said I'm an alien about 3 times.
Well, like he's basically saying, well, what does it matter? I'm your dad. Let me touch you. Like it's trying to reach for you. Like, just get out of there.
The premise was interesting. I was really looking forward to it, but it's supposed to be Tanya's episode. She's hardly in it. From what
it's like she went to Patrick Ness and she's like, Patrick Ness, what's my motivation? Shouldn't I? No, just stay there for a half hour and talk to the thing to death until your friends come in. It's like, why?
All she did was say, it was just reminding me of that scene from Dark Water where Clara's on the phone to Danny and Danny's like, it's me, Clara, and she's like, oh, it's not you. Prove to me it's you. And he's like, oh, remember when I did this? And she's like, yes, but that's all it was. It was just them
talking
about
tell
memories.
He loves her or something, or whatever the thing it was.
And that's the same happened here. Ram and April, Ram and April was so forced. I was so angry at that. It just ruined everything Ram went through the last 2 episodes. And I'm really pissed off. I think this episode should have been This episode should have been April's episode, I think, because it would have fitted in more, because the whole thing with folk music about night visiting and her dad, and I think it would have fitted her more.
Yeah, thank you for a 5-minute explanation to Ram. That how could you have an emotional moment for 5 minutes?
And that was the thing. Their friend's in danger. Her friend could be dead for all they know, and they're just going to sit down.
Mom's in a wheelchair. That's a traumatic thing, and you're talking about it for not even 5 minutes.
Well, no. It's like, why would you be talking about that when the world's ending, your friend's possibly dying? So it just,
but I mean, still,
let's sit down and make out. That's ridiculous. And then Charlie and Mateus, that just felt so forced to me. And I've got no problem with the sex scene. It's not because they're gay, or it just felt so forced, and we haven't got anything to do with Charlie and Mateus today in this episode. They've probably got something coming up later on. Why don't we just have them have sex in this episode, and then that'll be interesting, yeah? That'll be good. It's like nothing happened. It was
not.
It was so pointless, and it just made it was just so they didn't even show them having sex really. It's like a little short. It's like, if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, don't.
Whatever. It's just
like, if you're gonna show.
The boyfriend is not even believable. Like, what he's like with his acting ability. He's like, I was kicked out. What is it? Can I stay? Like, what?
No one say that. I think
your parent doesn't do. First of all, parents just don't do stuff like that. Well, like this ridiculous. Where's your kid gonna go on the street? Is he gonna be homeless?
Horrible. They're homophobic. They're deeply religious, and it's a well-known fact that deeply religious people don't really respond well to.
Yeah, so go become homeless now. Okay, we're gonna kick our son out, right?
They don't see him as their son. That's the whole point. But Miss Quill again, stand out with this. Tanya, she did best that she could with the shit given to her. I really like the idea of the wanking or lanking, whatever you call it.
The wanking. What?
I thought it was a really good idea. I thought it was really creepy, and I loved the imagery of it all. But and the line Miss Quill says, where she's like, "Oh, you're like a chameleon. You're the tongue of the chameleon, just trying to lure us out." Like, oh, that's really interesting. But to me, it didn't really expand. So are they just like little tongues, and then they suck you into the massive mouth in the crack over the inside the crack?
I don't like that whole crack thing. That's annoying.
I like the idea. It's like they're bringing the dead back. I thought that was a cool idea, kind of like to tempt them. But you didn't really learn much. And then Miss Quill saves the day again, and it's just kind of like, oh, it was really funny. I was just kind of like, oh, I'm glad this episode's ended because it was so.
You shouldn't really bring the dead back. They're all Cybermen. But anyway, no.
If anyone learned anything from this episode, it was literally just Charlie and Mateus have sex, Ram and April get together, and then Tanya can talk about her dad, which I think it was more emotional when we had last episode when she was talking about her dad to Ram. And the thing that annoyed me with this episode is Ram was on the phone to not on the phone, on the computer, doing a hangout or whatever with April, and then he's just like, oh, I want to speak to her about homework. Like, it's the anniversary of her dad's death. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to.
Yeah, that's kind of effed up.
I was just like, you're really
Dick.
good.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, okay, Dick. It's like, wow.
But this episode really pissed me off, and it has yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, if that. That's been really generous.
Connor, anything else? Connor.
I just don't like the whole idea of the lanking being what they were. They were just quite boring, I think. It just... Yeah, they weren't very good. But, it was a decent concept. It just, I mean, disguising yourself as a dead person, We've had that before, I think. Yeah, we haven't.
We've had that so many times.
Yeah, like, I mean, come up with something more inventive at least.
It was an interesting spin on it to have it like the way they said, like it's like a tongue of a chameleon, like trying to lure you in.
Yeah.
Even though chameleon tongues don't lure you in, they just strike.
I don't even care. It stopped. I mean, it wasn't. It was just now. My rating keeps getting lower. I don't even want to go any lower, but it's just.
I'm just looking now at the official. Well, not official, but at the polls.
Like, what was the order that they filmed it, Connor? Do you know? Was this the first time they filmed it? The first episode they filmed?
Because
no,
they filmed it the first 3 episodes
In order?
They filmed it in order. They filmed the first
Oh, okay.
episodes, then they filmed the 4 and 5 because 4 and 5 was a 2-parter.
Okay, so they did everything in order. Okay.
Yeah, and then they filmed 6 and 7 and then 8 on its own because 6 and 7 have the same director, and then 8 has a different one.
Okay.
In terms of rating this episode, I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10, I think.
Wow, that's kind. Okay.
It wasn't too bad. The characters were all right. It was just the...
So I can't say anything. It's not like, you know. All right. So
I don't think it was as emotional as it could have been. Like the whole episode's about bringing the dead back, but I didn't feel like sorry for any of the characters because Tanya knew that he was an alien. He said, "I'm an alien. I'm not your dad. Like I'm your dad, but I'm not your dad," kind of thing. And it's just like they all know they're not. They're all aliens. They're not really their family. Didn't make sense. And like you said, there's people in bed and in the shop with this like alien thing on them. But what was the point of that? They didn't explain it.
Yeah.
I
I thought that the preview for the next episode was more exciting than this whole episode.
Yeah, the next episode looks good, and as I said, it's the first part of a 2-parter, so it's probably going to be the most important episode of the entire thing.
Yeah. All right, so we will be back hopefully next Saturday, and we'll do cast episode 4. Thank you very much, Connor. Thank you, Louie. And if anybody has seen Class and wants to join us next Saturday, just contact Connor, Louie, or myself somehow, and on Facebook, on Google Plus, on Twitter, and we'll be happy to have you join us.
As long as you're not a hate.
Take care. Bye for now.